So today's story is about my twin brother, and it goes as follows. So a couple years ago, I was working as a dishwasher at this restaurant, okay? And I was notorious for being late, because I didn't plan well. Well, one day, I was running late. Again. As usual. But I was looking at the beginning of a 12-hour shift washing dishes at a restaurant. And so I knew that it was going to be very important that I get fed, that I get some nutrients going into my body so that I can have the strength and courage to get through the day of washing dishes. What a challenge. So, point being, I needed breakfast. However, because I had woken up late, I realized that I had a choice. I could either get breakfast, or I could shower. There was not enough time to physically be able to do each. I basically had 10 minutes from the moment that I woke up to the moment that I had to be leaving in order to make it on time. And that was my mission. I had to get to work on time. And, you know, it's just a reality that food over showering, I would pick shower because I need to feel clean so that I can feel like I can get through the day. If you have to go to work and you're dirty and gross, you just don't feel good. You're not in the right mood. So showering refreshes you, and I know that I needed that. And it was an undeniable reality that both could not be accomplished in the allotted time remaining before I had to be at the restaurant clocking in. So I'm making this realization of what my morning's going to be looking like as I'm crawling out of bed in a rush to get upstairs to start my shower. So I'm walking up the stairs, feeling defeated, knowing that there's no way I can accomplish both of these tasks, even though I really want to. But then, as I walk up the final stair, the solution becomes realized. Because there, across the room, in our living room, sits my twin brother, who has the day off, and he is awake. This was my opportunity. This was the answer. This was the answer. Because he was awake and alert and ready, very capable of making breakfast for his fellow twin brother. Now at this point, I had about 5 minutes before I had to be sitting in my car and leaving the driveway. So I simply asked Alex if he would be so kind to cook me some eggs while I showered. And I asked him very kindly, much like this. Alex, I'm running late, I need some eggs, I need to go to get a shower, can you do that for me, thanks? So Alex agreed, at least I assumed he agreed. I didn't really wait for him to respond. I went to get my shower. I didn't have time. But my plan was working wonderfully. It was like being in two places at once, which may just be the best part about having a twin. So I was getting my shower, and the alternate version of me, Alex, was cooking me breakfast. I was going to succeed. A shower and breakfast, done in what could not possibly exist in that amount of time. But here I was, making it happen. With my brother's help. And I knew that the eggs would be ready and waiting for me by the time that I had finished cleaning my body. Because when I make eggs, it only takes about 2 minutes. Because I do it the right way. First, I put the burner on high as high can be for a stove. Then I wait 30 seconds, at which point I now release the unfertilized Empyrean chicken goop into the now scalding hot pan. And then, 10 seconds later, scrambled eggs galore. Alex, however, has not heard of this masterful technique. And I was unaware of this fact. And this was also about the same time in his life that he'd become transfixed with the finer principles of gourmet cuisine. So I exit the bathroom, now ready for my day, clean and groomed, well prepared to grab my eggs to go. But as I passed the kitchen, I met with an unexpected reality. Instead of being presented with my scrambled egg delicacy upon a golden pedestal for my taking, I see my brother still putting the final touches on my omelet. Omelet! An omelet! That's the whole thing! And the kitchen is just littered with cutting boards. I mean, they're everywhere. Covered in diced onion, green peppers, sliced ham, and shredded cheese. Cubed tomato, everywhere. Things, just butternut squash, Brussels sprouts, walnuts, cranberries. I mean, who does that? No, you don't need that many ingredients to make eggs. And I'm pretty sure there was a shrimp cocktail. Yeah, It was on the side. It was next to the coffee pot. This is not what I asked for. This is not what I needed. This is not what I wanted. I just wanted quick and easy eggs. I just wanted the equivalent of a breakfast sandwich from the Golden Arches. I wanted fast food. Food that was fast, ready for my taking. This is not what I needed. I don't know what he was thinking or why this was necessary, but this is not what I asked for. It looked like he had been prepping for hours, as if he was prepared to run a full-fledged fine dining experience at a Michelin-rated 5-star restaurant for a clientele of hundreds of people on a Saturday night in the middle of New York City, like Times Square. Times Square. I didn't need all these special effects. I didn't need all the bells and whistles of breakfast. I just wanted quick and easy scrambled eggs. Nothing else. Is that too much to ask? Now, at this point, I was still running late for work, and it was already the time in which I had to be leaving in my car. But my breakfast was not ready. He was still like in my disarray. I simply, with my mouth gaping, look at my brother and say, "Alex, what are you doing?" Calmly and collected, he gently pats with his spatular the eggs sitting in the pan as they sizzle. Clearly testing the consistency of the eggs to see if they are ready to be consumed. And simply responds by saying, "Just making your eggs." "Alex, I have to go! They'll be done soon." Now, I love my brother. I adore my twin. And he is absolutely wonderful. But on this particular morning, he lacked the same sense of urgency that I had. The sense of urgency that I needed him to empathize with. And so, I was late for work that day. I was late. But I had a wonderful breakfast. 5-star rating. The seasoning was great. It was excellently executed. My excellently executed eggs. Wonderful. And so I truly had a great breakfast and a lovely chat with the chef who had generously crafted my skillfully made eggs. It was delicious. Quite delicious, actually. But not nearly as flavorful and as sweet as having managed to defy the laws of time and have succeeded in showering, having breakfast, and making it to work on time would have been. The sweet taste of victory would not have compared. Could not have compared. But I suppose even the sweet, succulent taste of victory does not hold the same substantial value as does the love of a brother. Still, making it to work on time would have been good. Yeah. That would have been good. Alright, that's all for today. I'll see you guys on the flip side tomorrow.